everyone, welcome to OrissaPost Live. This is Shraddha. Let's take a look at today's headlines. The Coromandel Express and Bangalore-Havra Yashwantpur Express met with accidents and dashed into a stationary goods train near Bahanga railway station on Friday, killing over 261 passengers and injuring thousands more. The impact was such that its 21 coaches derailed, with the 3 coaches infringing on the other line. The Union Railway Minister rushed to the accident spot and took stock of the situation. He also announced ex gratia for the victims of the train accident. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inspected the triple train accident site at Bahanga in Odisha's Baleswar district Saturday to take the stock of relief and restoration operation. He was accompanied by Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav and Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, and was briefed on the situation by both Vaishnav and officers of the disaster management team, which worked overnight to rescue people at the disaster site, where at least 261 people have died and 900 more have been injured. Expressing shock and grief at the tragic train accident in Odisha, opposition leaders stressed the importance of prioritizing the safety of passengers by railways, while there were also demands to fix accountability and for the resignation of Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav. The Congress said the horrendous train accident in Odisha reinforces the importance of safety and asserted that there are many questions to ask of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Railway Minister Vaishnav, but those can wait as the immediate task is to rescue and relieve. World leaders including Russian Prime Minister Vladimir Putin, Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau expressed their condolences to the families and the government of India over the horrific train accident in Odisha, in which at least 261 people were killed. Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif also extended his heartfelt condolences to the victims. A terrible fire broke out today at Pradhan Tikira on Bhatli Road. The fire broke out in a tent house when a cooking gas cylinder exploded. As a result, the people in the area were scared. It is not yet known how the fire broke out in the tent house warehouse. Bargarh Town Police Station and fire station personnel have reached the spot and put out the fire. While no one was injured in the incident, a major accident was averted as the fire brigade arrived on time and doused the fire. The Delhi High Court Saturday sought a report from the LNJP hospital on the health condition of AAP leader Manish Sisodia's ailing wife as it reserved its order on his interim bail plea for 6 weeks in a money laundering case arising from the alleged excise policy scam. The former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister was taken into custody to meet his wife earlier in the day, but the latter's health condition deteriorated and he was taken to the LNJP hospital before he could reach home. A delegation of senior functionaries of the Shiromani Gurudwara Prabandhak Committee met Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Saturday and apprised him about various issues concerning the Sikh body. The delegation gave a representation on various issues pertaining to the functioning of Gurudwaras and other SGPC matters, including the inclusion of Gurudwaras under the management of the SGPC board, an official statement said. The delegation felt that this would streamline the management of the Gurudwaras. Pakistan has released 200 Indian fishermen who were handed over to BSF authorities at the joint check post at the Attari Wagha border here, an official said on Saturday. All the fishermen crossed over to India around 1 a.m. through the land transit route of the Attari Wagha border using an emergency travel certificate issued by the Indian High Commission in Islamabad, the official said. The fishermen were held after their boats allegedly slipped into Pakistan through territorial waters in the Arabian Sea. US Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin will pay a 2-day visit to India beginning Sunday to discuss ways to further expand bilateral strategic engagement ahead of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's trip to Washington. People familiar with Austin's visit said Defense Minister Rajnath Singh and the US Defense Secretary are set to discuss a number of new defense cooperation projects that are set to be unveiled after Modi's talks with US President Joe Biden in Washington more than 2 weeks later. Indian-American Ajay Banga Friday took over as president of the World Bank, making him the first person of color to head either of the two global financial institutes, the World Bank or the International Monetary Fund. On May 3rd, the executive directors of the World Bank selected Banga, 63, as the 14th president of the World Bank for a 5-year term. That's all for today's headlines. Stay tuned to OrissaPost Live for more such updates.